Don't mind me. I'm eating. I'm eating right now. The love of money for a cold, heartless human in this world. Humanity, according to these avians, according to Corey Good, out of 7 billion people, only 300,000 of them are positive. 300,000. Less than 300,000 is positive. That's what I that's what I know, out of 7 billion. So you imagine a world that's so in love with money, that's so off balance and so unbalanced and everything. And the fake people of corporations, people who work for corporation are the most fakest fucking people. All they do is they're like vampires. They are the vampires of life. That's what corporate people are. They're the vampires of life in their religious beliefs. In your religious belief, you're nothing but a vampires of life, because you are heartless, gutless fucking people. My native friend is dying, right? And you heartless motherfuckers out there, all you care about is profit. So he's working his ass off. He's working his motherfucking ass off until the day he dies. This shows you how gutless and heartless this fucking society is. And we don't give a fuck. It's like we do not give a fuck about nobody in this fucking world. That basically, I'm gonna be blunt and straightforward with all you fucking assholes out there. And nothing but gutless, heartless motherfuckers, selfish assholes on this fucking planet. Out of the 300,000, less than 300,000 of the human beings are going to be separated from this, the ones who are positive. I realize that there's going to be a separation between the positive and the negative. And the majority of the negative is on the planet. Is everybody. The majority is everybody, even including me. Because I had to be included too, because I'm part of this negativity, because everybody's always influencing me, always fucking sucking shit, sucking fucking money energy, because money is energy, and these corporate fuckers, that's all they do is suck your fucking energy, and they want to work you until there's nothing left of you. And you're gonna, and when you die, it's gonna be meaningless. Yes, you're gonna say, it's funny. I'm gonna say I died a slave on planet Earth. That's what I'm gonna say. I died as a slave on planet Earth for making a rich asshole rich. Because that's life, you know. That's the way people. That's the way we're projecting this reality. Because you believe I'm gonna regret. I'm gonna actually. I'm not gonna feel bad when I leave, because I'll be glad to leave. When my time is up, I will be glad to leave, because I know that I'm a slave. I was born a slave for somebody else's greed. You know, that's the reality of it. So I was born a slave, and I'm gonna die a slave for somebody else's greed. Whether you like it or not, I don't give a fuck. If you think this is normal, you are fucking brainwashed. I'm gonna tell you, you are fucking brainwashed if you think this is normal for a planet like this, for destroying life itself. Because everywhere I go, everywhere I drive, I see dead animals. I see dead animals when I drive. It's like, and it shows you how fucking these fucking corporate And the people who support corporation are fucking are. They don't really give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about, they don't give a fuck about you. They do not give a fuck. The only thing they care about you is when you're spending money to them, because that changed their attitude. I noticed that when I give my money away, the fake attitude of being nice just gives them away. I realized that it's like I've been dealing with since I got a motorcycle. I just bought me a motorcycle, and I see how insurance people are. I see how insurance, basically is free money. I'm giving them free money, but they're supposed to cover my shit. That's the way it's supposed to work. It's supposed to be covered. It's like, who cares? Sometimes I think about it's like, who gives a fuck? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a rat's ass about fucking anything right now. My feelings about these fake ass corporate people. They're nothing but blood-sucking vampires who create more negativity. That's what they are. That's the reality of it. They're nothing but blood-sucking vampires. I don't care what politics you are, left or right. Left or right. You're nothing but a cold-hearted, heartless motherfucker who has no fucking feelings for the next person next to you. That's the reality of this reality. Call me a fucking traitor, because I don't give a fuck. Call me a fucking traitor, because you're nothing but a gutless, heartless motherfucker on this fucking planet. That's what you are. You will always be a gutless, since there's only going to be, since there's going to be a split between the negative and the positive on this planet. The negative people, I don't want to be near negative people. That's the reason why I live alone. I don't want to be near these negative, heartless, gutless vampires, to be honest. I'm just being honest. That's all. I don't want these heartless, gutless people. All they care about is destroying people's lives. That's all they care about. All they care about is destroying people's life, and we have to revolve our life against these heartless, gutless people, narcissists. That's what they are. If you're a business owner and you think you're the almighty, and you think you're on top of everybody, then you're a fucking narcissist. Do you fucking really care? My friend has a cancer. My friend has cancer right now, and nobody don't give a fuck about him. Nobody. And he's working, and he got cancer, and he's working. It shows you how fucking heartless you fuckers are. It shows you how heartless you fuckers are. The reality of this reality, because you are heartless, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck what you think, And I have to participate in this fucking heartless, heartless fucking fuckers that, that have to deal with you on the fucking phone, You corporate fuckers out there, you're fucking heartless motherfuckers, gutless cowards that doesn't give a fuck. Only thing you care about is yourself, Nothing but a fucking con man. That's what you are. You corporate people are nothing but cons and fucking liars, and all you care about is your own fucking, all you care about is saving your own fucking ass, When my time is up, I can't wait to leave, because when I die, I know I'm a slave when I die, I know I am a slave when I die. I'm aware that this is a slave planet now, and I'm aware that these heartless, gutless human beings they're not even aware that they are slaves. And they make it sound like it's positive. They make it sound like it's so positive to be a slave, The numb state that they're in, as a human being. Because human beings, we were designed to be a slave, and our fulfillment in life is to be a slave. Because life in this reality is not life. It's somebody else's fucking life that I'm fucking making somebody rich. It's not my life. I'm making somebody else rich. It's not my life. I'm being told what to do. I mean, I have no choice to be told what to do because I have to make a living. I have to pay my bills. So every time I pay my bills, I'm making somebody a millionaire. Every time I'm paying my bills, I'm making somebody a millionaire. That's what I'm doing because they're raking in all the money for their own selfish greed, for their own selfish need for materialistic bullshit. Materialism is nothing but a fucking endless hell on this fucking planet that we live on. It's a fucking distraction just to trap us here in this prison planet that we live in, because this is a prison planet. If you think you're alone in the universe, then you are a fucking moron. You are a fucking idiot. That's what you think. That's what you are. You think it's always been this way? It never has been this way. So you've been erased. Because they don't want you to know this reality, what it's been through. You've been erased, and then your religious beliefs, your fucking religious beliefs. Your fucking religious beliefs makes you even more dumber in a way. The way you believe and how you believe that money is your savior. You got to be a fucking retard to believe that money is our savior. The right and the left are so corrupt. The right and the left are corrupt. It's way higher than just the right and the left, because your masters are your gods, the ETs that have the abilities to control you. I don't see. To be honest, I don't see the right and the left. I see beyond that. I'm the type, I like to look down as an ET, as an extraterrestrial, see what's in their footstep. Because if you go beyond that part, then you really see what this planet's like. But you're so fucking idiot. You're a fucking moron to believe that this always been like this on this planet Earth. You're a fucking idiot to think like a left and a right. You have to be, yeah, I'm being honest. You're a fucking idiot if you have a political mind, because that's the whole objective, is to control both of you. It goes further beyond than fucking politics. If you believe in that shit, if you believe in money, it's further beyond that. That's the way I see. I don't see money. I don't see politics. I don't see religion. So I imagine myself, what does these ET gods think? Because they still got a hold of you. The ET gods, they still got a hold of you. They can come down here anytime they want. They can destroy this planet anytime they fucking want. Because they created you. They destroyed this planet many times. If you think about it, they destroyed the human beings on this planet many times. So what makes you think you can stop them? That's the question you have to ask, because you don't have the technology to stop them. You don't have the technology to stop these ETs, the ones who created you. There's a difference between your thinking and my thinking, because I don't think like you. Because it's more than what it is. Because why do they have a barrier around the planet? To keep your souls inside here. That's the whole objective, is to have a barrier around the planet. If you see the blue barrier, you're trapped in here. Your soul is trapped in here. So yeah, you're definitely a fucking slave on this fucking planet. If your soul is trapped, and then if they're creating soul contracts, then your soul is definitely trapped. If you're creating soul contracts, if they're renewing a contract, what kind of fuck up shit is that when you have a soul contract, I have to question these people who believe in soul contracts. Because the day you were born, you already been contracted as a slave. That's why you're so negative the way you are. That's why you're so negative the way you're. That's why you're so destructive. Your violence. That's where it all comes from. It's all by design on how you are. If you think outside planet Earth, because you don't. If you think inside the planet Earth, then you are more brainwashed than what you are. If you think inside planet Earth, but if you think outside, it's a totally different story and how you see it. If you think outside, but you don't. Your mind is so distracted, so wrapped up in your beliefs and your money and your politics. You are a fucking heartless fuckers because that's the way they created you to make you heartless, gutless, selfish, narcissistic. That's what it is, narcissistic. That's what you are because you always want to be on top. You always want to be, that's the competition of a slave, is to be on top, to be better, you know? And then the right left politics, the understanding the right and the left. It's like, yeah, I know it's a bullshit game. That's all it is, and nothing but a fucking bullshit game. Everything to me is bullshit, and the people that I deal with every day are nothing but bullshitters, and they act like it's a positive thing to fucking suck the life of every human being. Human beings like sucking the life out of every human beings. That's because that's the way you guys are designed, is to suck life out of your own self. And then now, it's funny, now the rich assholes, the VIP pedophiles, the ones that you guys, especially the right wings that looks up at the corporation. The right wing looks up to corporation. They look up to the VIP pedophiles. Religion. I found out Billy Graham, big huge Christian, is a fucking pedophile and abuser. He's part of the Luciferian. What the fuck? Like I told you, your religion is corrupt. Your religion is corrupt. Your politics is corrupt. Everything about your fucking reality is gonna come to a fall. I've been saying this for fucking years about how corrupt this fucking world is, and you guys look up to the rich assholes to control your fucking life, and then these very rich assholes that controls every part of your life are part of the fucking mafia. They're part of the mob, Especially you Christians, how much you kiss ass to the rich assholes, the pedophile assholes. Christians do kiss up to the rich pedophile assholes, and they want to make themselves look good. It's not only the liberals, it's the fucking right wing too. See, the fucking right wing doesn't want to fucking, they think they're innocent, but they're not. They're no different from the liberals. That shows you how ignorant these fucking people are. That shows you how ignorant they have become. They make themselves look so innocent. Billy Graham, the big huge 700 club fucking Christian. It shows you how not innocent you really are in this world. This world is so corrupt. I mean, everything is corrupt. Every fucking thing. It's all one big huge spider web. Like I said, it's one big huge spider web. Somebody's always related to somebody in this world. That's why it's so negative. That's why 7 out of 3. It's like 300,000 out of 300,000. There are only 300,000 people that are actually positive, which is really fascinating. When I heard that, less than 300,000 people are positive, and the rest are fucking pure negativity. Because they're so influenced. They're so influenced by the corrupt, civilized world. The civilized. You have to be civilized. Civilized people are the most corrupt compared to the indigenous. I think most of them are indigenous people that are not influenced by the civilized people. Because I think that's how the avians look at it. Because there's going to be a shift between positive and negative in this world. If you believe in this corrupt money system, this corrupt negative reality, the civilized people, I think civilized people will always stay in their comfort zone, and the ones who are positive are going to kind of like separate, because the planet does separate. You know, not actually physically separate, but it's going to separate itself because it doesn't want to take the negative people. So the negative people will still live in their world, while the positive people will be on the same planet, but it'd be in a different, higher dimension, a higher world, higher plane. So basically that's what I know, that the negative people will stay in this lower plane. This is a lower plane of an existence. This is hell. This is what hell is right here in this reality. That's why you guys are heartless, gutless. You have no fucking feelings for nobody. All you care about is your selfish need, and you became a narcissist. And being the almighty, I'm the one who's bigger than everybody else. I'm the one who has a weapon. You don't, So you push fear. Fear is what's going to hold the majority of the negative people back, because the positive ones are going to go up a higher density. That's what I know. So yeah, you can still live in this world. You can still be positive, but you still can be negative at the same time, because I always believe that this world will always keep us back. Hello, BC Mike. Yeah, this world will always keep, and the human beings will always hold us back. The negative ones, the ones who think, working for a corporation and be a fake person, being a fake person in corporations is not going to make us go on higher density. That's the reality of it. You think working is going to make you go a higher density? I don't think so. Because you're always distracting one person from their negativity. If you don't realize that yet, because you're not really helping anybody by keeping people a slave. If you do you think keeping the people a slave is positive? You're wrong. You got the wrong answer. It's pretty common sense to understand that. If you want to keep people in their torture and torment them, and keep on fucking getting on them for payments, yeah, you're not helping nobody. You're making it worse in this world. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be blunt with you. You're making it worse for the world for being like a mafia. You think that's positive to be a mafia? To make people to force people to pay because they owe you? Working. I mean, yeah, working can be done differently. It doesn't have to be based on fucking competition. You don't force people to work. You force people to be themselves. Then work, because work doesn't be yourself. You're being somebody else because you're under a policy. You have to understand you're under a policy. If you have a policy in a corporation, then you are definitely a slave, because you're making a person acting like something that they're not. Then you're not really a real person. If you have a policy, the inequality, this world is so unequal, and so negative, because it's like they have this, the positivity is so fake. They have no equality of life on this fucking planet, They have no equality of life. They have no equality for how treatment. Only a fucking rich asshole will treat fucking the poor like shit. That's the reality of it. Only the rich assholes will treat the poor like shit, and they've been doing that for thousands of years. They've been treating poor like shit for thousands of years. They torture them. They mangle them up. Because they have to, because all they care about is themselves and their selfish need for their shiny things, for their gold, you know? I don't give a fuck about this. Right now, my mind says I don't give a fuck about this fucking reality, you know? I don't give a fuck if I'm late. I really do. Some part of me is like, I don't give a fuck if I'm late about anything. I don't give a fuck about paying shit, you know? Because it pushed me. I mean, this reality pushes you to the point, you know? Yeah, money. Yeah, I agree with you, BC Mike. Money does control every aspects of your life. Money controls every aspects of your life, and you guys go in this denial state. You know, human beings go in this denial state. No, it don't. No, it don't. You got to be a retard. You know, only a retard human being doesn't really see that money controls it. And then yeah, you know, money makes the world go around. You know that saying, money makes the world go around. This is what I say to money that makes worlds go around. Money makes the hell go around. You know, money brings hell to everybody, and they act like it's a good thing. It's okay. It's okay to torture somebody with money because money is a weapon. Money to me is nothing but a weapon. You know, so they put fear on and they torture people. And it's like if you can't afford you know, like if you can't afford a medical, like my native friend can't afford medical, you know, can't afford health, and he has cancer, and they want $783,000 to fucking to fix one part of his lungs. You know, it shows you how pathetic human beings are about saying who they care. You know, it shows you how pathetic your doctors are. You have a pathetic doctors. You got pathetic lawyers. You got pathetic fucking people in corporation. I'm gonna be honest. You know, everybody in this world is so pathetic in their fucking beliefs and their believing in corporate people and lawyers, doctors, you know, judges, everything. Every single person that's related to the fucking selfish greed, it's all fucking bull crap, you know? I realize how much bull crap we have in this world, is how much negativity this world is. This world's always been, I've been saying this for 10 years about how negative this world is, how negative the religious fucking people are. You know, it's funny, Christianity is the most negative people. I'm going to be honest. Religious people are negative. All religion to me is negative. I'm going to tell you that for a fact. All religion, because they all want to relate to this corporate world. And I think corporate religion to me is nothing but a business. It's always been a business. You know, you need more recruits for your fucking business cult. You know, it's like, and then I realized that all religions related to Luciferian cults because they're the one who created the religion. You know, the Luciferian cults created all the religions, Muslims, Christians, Jewish, because that's the only way they can control your fucking ass. The ignorance. You know, that's why they say you can choose one God. You know, they always there's a saying, they say you only can choose one God. So they believe in their one God. Even though there are multiple gods and they're all extraterrestrial that controls us and enslaves us for gold. You know, it shows you how ignorant human beings are if you think outside the planet, you know? I realize how humans are so ignorant and so stupid and so dumb. Now I can see why the aliens don't like us, because we are so destructive. I can see why the aliens don't like us, because I wouldn't let us leave this planet either. To be honest, I wouldn't let us leave this planet either, because I would destroy us. Because that's what I would do. If you're gonna go off to other planets and destroy other planets, yeah, you're definitely my enemy. You know, if you're gonna do what you're doing here, yeah, what you're doing here, and if you're gonna take it to other planets, you're definitely my enemy, and I'm definitely gonna kill you in a heartbeat. That's the way it works. If you're gonna go out there and destroy planets and do the same shit here, yeah, you are definitely my enemy, because I will destroy you. I realize I don't have to worry about this life here as a human being. I can always be something else, because life to me, death is nothing but illusion. You know, because I could go into another body and I could fight against you fuckers to spread your fucking negativity to other planets and create slavery. Because you people would enslave other planets the way you guys are going right now. You are the destruction of planets the way you're going right now. Because that's what you are in this reality. I'm sorry to say that, but that's the real truth about you. Because I would definitely fucking fight you guys and from preventing you guys from taking making slaves out of other beings out there from your. It's like your manipulation, because you guys are the true negatives of this fucking world. You'll spread your negativity all over the universe. We don't need that. We do not need you. Your negativity on this fucking planet. We don't need that. Because I could see why they quarantined us. They quarantined us. That I'm just letting you guys that we are being quarantined because we have bad influence on this fucking planet, and we're getting rid of all the bad influence. And the only thing about these people that are indoctrinated, people are the normal people. That are indoctrinated to make believe this is normal. Yeah, you're gonna. I'm sorry to say it, but I feel sorry for you. Because the world was never like this. This world was never like this. This world. You believe that this world has always been this way? You got to be a fucking brainwashed motherfucker. To believe that this world always been this way. You got to be a compulsive liar to believe in somebody else's lie, because you lie. Saying this world has been this way, because that's all I hear is liar. Only a liar would say that. Only a brainwashed person would say that, because you're truly brainwashed if you think this world has been this way. It's never been this way. It's been multiple different worlds on this world. There's been extraterrestrials that actually lived on this world. That's why they kept you so dumb, kept you like a fucking slave, to torture you. That's the whole point, is to torture you, to keep you stupid and dumb, And then it's like when I talk to people, when I talk to greedy ass fucks who believe in the corporation, I hear the same fucking. It's the same world that I know. I know this world. I think I experienced this world before, and I realized how much how much torture they bring in this world, and how much brainwash and how much false, how much a liar they are, because they lie. They lie. They lie. They make up all kinds of lies just to keep this world, because they're so indoctrinated to it. The arrogance of the mind of a corporation, because you have to be so arrogant to believe in this world, to conform to this world. You got to be really arrogant and stuff. It's like to make sure that to torture people because you think that's normal. That's why you're heartless, gutless, selfish. That's why 300,000 out of 300,000, 7 billion out, only 300,000. It's like, oh my God, that's less than 1 million. That's less than 1 million. So it shows you how and that shows you how negative this world is. It shows you how negative this world is. Less than 300,000 people that are actually positive, and then the rest is just pure negativity. Because it shows you that I think most of these people are just going to stay majority. I figure that's about 90%, maybe 95%. No, 99.5% of people here are negative. 99.5%, because there's only 300,000. or maybe it's 95. I don't know. I think it's between 99. It's in the 90s. I can tell you, you're in the 90s of in this world that our majority are negative. And you look at me. I'm part of it. I'm part of I'm part of the 90. I look at it that way because I've been fucking angry for fucking. I've been angry for fucking 10 years, and they've been feeding off my anger for 10 years, and I realize that the guy vampires that feed off fear and anger. Yeah, 90, over 90%. That's really. This shows you how corrupt we really are. If you're over 90%, on this fucking planet. I'm I'm a negative person. I guess I'm not going nowhere either. I'm stuck with you guys. That's what way it's gonna go. I'm stuck with you guys. I'm part of the 90 myself because I have a lot of fucking anger issues. It's the waking up part that makes me angry. When you wake up, yeah. Waking up part makes me fucking angry. When you wake up and you realize this, you see a totally different world. Waking up is different. I realize you see a totally different world when you wake up because now you see the whole planet. Now you know that now you're aware that you're part of the collective. The communism, the socialism, the fascism, and all that shit. Is designed to separate, segregate. Most of the racists came from these isms. Most of the racism came from these isms: fascism, communism, socialism. Because there's always somebody on top. Somebody always going to profit us. Somebody on top, and that's not a good thing in this world. Yeah, waking up is I think waking up is totally different than what these fuckers think. Waking up, it's like me. I don't know. For me, my reality is I see it for what it is, and then I get fucking angry when I see it for what it is. That's how I look at things. That's how I function. How I determine how I'm. I don't know. To be honest, I don't even know if I'm woke up. I'm still sleeping. I'm still paying my bills. When you sleep, you're paying your bills. You're paying your car notes. You're living in your house. You're working your job. So I am still sleeping, and I'm still being distracted every day. I'm being honest. Only a sleeper. It's like I am sleeping every day. I'm paying my bills. I'm having all these bullshit paperwork I have to look at. I have to deal with all these fucking corporate assholes who wants to fucking find all kinds of ways to run your life. And the corporate assholes love running your life. I noticed that corporate assholes love running your life, or my life especially. And I feel like, it's like this is not fucking life. Because it's like when you wake up and you realize it's like this is not fucking life. This is a fucking hellhole. That's how I see it. I wake up and then say this is a fucking hellhole. It's like that's my version of waking up. I don't know anybody else's version. I mean, everybody has a different way of waking up. It's like I don't think waking up is all the same. But you gotta see it for what it is. If you don't see it for what it is, then they haven't woken up. If you ignore it, I realize if you ignore it, you're not really waking up. If you ignore for this reality, and then you realize you need to correct it. You have to correct it. That's the way it works. I think. I believe that you have to correct the mistakes that we have on this planet. Fix it, fix our problems. I think that's waking up is fixing the problems we have here. Every individual that's on this fucking planet, we need to fix them. That's the only way we're gonna leave, unless we're gonna be separated. The negative people will stay in this negative world. They will always stay in this negative world until they fade away, because that's the way it works. You're gonna fade away because we don't. It's like we don't need negative people. We don't need negative people. We don't need corporate assholes. You know. I realize we don't need corporate assholes. We don't need greedy motherfuckers. We don't need narcissistic people. We don't need people who believe in money and corrupt. We don't. It's like we don't need religious business. We don't need business. The business is not good. Business is not going to help you go anywhere. You're going to always be stuck because you believe in the business and in the greed of this world. It's like I think the positive people, the ones who are leaving, they're going to go on a completely separate earth. It's going to be completely different. It's going to be like utopia. Like I say, it's going to be like utopia. But I always say, why can't you create utopia right here, all you negative fuckers out here? I say, why can't you create utopia here in this fucking reality? Because you can do it. But you don't want to, because you want to keep everybody else fucking distracted, keep everybody else fucking stupid and dumb to these narcissistic business people, because that's what they are. That's what they are. They're all narcissistic people that really don't give a fuck about the way you feel, how you feel. They're the one who's entrapping us, because we have to believe in them. I don't know. For me, this is my way. This is my perspective on how I look at things. I don't look at it as political. I don't look at everything as based on gold. I don't look at it that way. I look at for our planet for what it is and humanity for what they are. That's how I look at things. And I know this planet is alive. I know her name. Her name is Gaia. She's a living thing, and you're torturing her. That's what you're doing. You are torturing this planet, because this planet has a spirit just like anybody else. That we all have spirits, Yeah, I agree with you, Lona. Yeah, this planet has, you guys this planet feels your negativity. This planet feels your negativity. Yeah, I know. Yeah. They act like they give a fuck. They give you the acting. They like to act. This is in a corporate world. You have to act. You have to behave a certain way. That's the way it works. So you're really acting. You're not acting like a real person. You're acting like what the corporate people giving you. Yeah. Yeah, it's family wise. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're rich or poor. It doesn't matter how you're raised. It doesn't matter how you're raised in this world. But if you're all torturing each other. Let's say we are all torturing each other on this fucking planet. I'm gonna say this. We are all torturing each other on this planet. There are all 7 billion of us, except for the 300,000. Except for the 300,000, less than 300,000. But all 7 billion of us, the 90 something percent of the people, we're all living in our own torture, and we're going to keep it as a collective. That's the way it works. As a collective, we are all living in our own torture. The 90%, 99% of us. Yep, everything. Because I found out, yeah, like I said, Mike, it's less than 200,000 that are less than 300,000 that are really positive, really truly positive on this planet out of 7 billion people. And I was right about it. I was fucking right about it. how negative we really are, you know? Yeah, there's a lot of shit going on in religion right now. A lot of shit going in religion. A lot of pedophiles in religion. There's a lot of fucking pedophiles in religion. And they're all related to the Luciferian cult, you know? Yeah. Please, God, save me, shit, save me from this shit. That's not going to help you. You're begging for a God that never comes down. You know, that's one thing that's fucking funny about you fucking people. You always want to be saved by your own fucking hellacious fucking bullshit. You got to physically do it. Make it, if you want to make a positive plan, you got to physically do it. You can't just go beg, because it's not going to happen. You know, especially you God believers out there that begging for forgiveness, it's not going to happen. If you like torturing other people, God believers out there, if you like torturing other people in your beliefs, it's not going to happen for you. That's the facts. You have to change. It's not going to come down here and save your ass. It doesn't even care about your ass, to be honest. If you're a cold-hearted asshole, especially the God believers that I've seen, they're so cold-hearted. Why would they want to save your fucking ass? I don't get it, you know? Why would it want to save your cold-hearted ass that you feed off the fear of others and you profit money off of others? You know, I don't get you fuckers that are like that use the God bullshit, the lies. Why do you create lies? Because that's what you do. All you do is create lies in your religion. That's the honest opinion about you fuckers out there, because that's all you do is create lies. And then especially here in America, America is worse in creating lies, especially in the Christian beliefs. The ones who are so numb and so delusional and so in denial. You know, if they want good happening on this planet, but you have to physically do it to have it. You have to physically make this place good. You can't just fucking wish it's good. You have to physically make it good. That's the way it works. You know, God, I don't think the God you guys been praying for 6,000 years, the God you guys been praying for 6,000 years never came down and saved your ass. You just made you guys slaves. Your God made the gods you guys believe in made you a slave. Then that's what you are. You're nothing but a slave, and you're replaceable according to the way these fucking people are in this world. You know, you're like replaceable. You know, especially when it comes to greed. If a person thinks that employees are replaceable, then what kind of God is that? You know, what kind of God made a person like that? You know, what kind of sick fuck that believes in that shit? I realize how much these fuckers believe in their fucking so-called delusional fake God, the extraterrestrial being that it is, because that's what it is, isn't it? You had a choice of many different extraterrestrial beings with godlike powers, and you think like a primitive person. Only a primitive person that believes it. That's why I say primitive people are the ones who have religious beliefs. Will always stay a slave. You know, people who have religious people will always embrace being a slave for corporate greed in this world, and they act like it's a positive thing. That's a sick mind. The psychology of the sick mind to in their reverse mentality and to create the illusion that they are very positive in this world for corrupt greed, selfishness, you know. And then I realized that the Luciferian cult controls every aspect of everything in this fucking world. So the influence of these Christians and Muslims and Jewish people are from the Luciferians, because they're the top of the totem pole of the pyramid in this religious beliefs. who disregard what people feel, the ones who go in denial, the ones who are in denial all the time, you know, the ones who who think this is normal, the ones who walk away, don't want to accept the reality for what it is. This is the reality. If you create criminality, if you have criminals, if your creation of criminality, why did God create criminals? That's the question you have to ask. Why did your God create criminals? Because only the greedy ones created criminals. The influenced by the ones who believe in God created criminals. That's why the most harshest people in this reality was religious people. They had more torture. They did more torture on this planet than they really think they did. If you go back into the past, they tortured their women, they tortured children. It's like, especially the men. Men torture their women like crazy. They did a really bad thing. The man has done a lot of bad shit on this fucking planet, So it's kind of funny to say that you're positive if you've done a lot of bad shit on this fucking, because your past, like I said, your past is going to catch up on you. Human beings, your past is going to catch up, especially man. Especially a man. It's going to catch up on you. Your past is going to catch up. It's all reflecting back on us. That's all it's going to do. Is your reflection of who you are is all it's all a reflection of back on us. Our torture, everything, our pain is all going to reflect back on us. That's the way it's going to be. It's like, yeah. Like veterans who shot kids. Veterans who shot innocent families. You imagine how would you see that? Christians think that's a good thing. Christian thinks that shooting an innocent family is a good thing because they believe in their flag, because they're willing to die for their flag because they killed an innocent family, they killed an innocent child. And it's funny, the child with the bombs on their hands, that's defending their country, defending from the invaders who came to their country. You got to look at both sides. You can't look at one side. You have to imagine the family on the other side defending themselves from you, that you came through their country and you're trying to change their politics and trying to change everything else because you're doing the same thing you did with the natives. You're doing it. So the tactics they do in the fucking Iraq, they do the same thing with the natives. It's like it's funny how these negative fuckers are. These negative, so-called negative people are that they give you the illusions and telling you it's a good thing. It's okay to who gave you an exemption to say it's okay to kill so you can go to heaven? That's one thing that's the question I always ask. Who gave you the exemption to say it's okay to kill? And then the answer would be God. God gave me the exemption to kill. I have authorization. So it tells you how crazy-minded how crazy these fucking people who believe in God is, how crazy and in how insane they are, the ones who believe in God, the insanity of humanity. That's what I always say, because humanity is so insane. And they're calling me insane, They're calling me fucking insane. Look at them, how insane they are, because they get to be exempt, because they're the special ones. They're the gatekeepers of life. They're the one who determines whether you should go or not. They're the judge. They're the judge, jury, and executioner based on this reality that we live in. This reality, based on this reality, they're the judge, jury, and executioner. That's the way this reality is. So what makes you human beings believe that you should be the judge, jury, and executioner? That's what I have to question you on that part. What makes you the judge, jury, and executioner? Who made you God? I'm going to tell you this. Who made you fucking God? To be judge, jury, and executioner for your greed? Greedy people love to be God. I notice the Christians, they love to be God. They want to be God. They want to be the judge, jury, and executioner. So they want to profit off people. So they judge them. I realize that religious people are the most judgmental. Judgmental. That's what they are. They're so mental because they judge everybody every day. Because you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this, you can't be this, you can't eat that, you can't eat that. Yeah. And they execute their own people too. That's one thing that's so fucked up about religion. They execute their own people, just to eat, for stealing. It's funny is some countries, if you steal, they chop off your hand. So what kind of sick fuck is that? If a person is hungry and has no choice to steal, what kind of fucked up person is that? The ones who chop off their hands, That's a fucked up psychopath who has enjoyment of chopping up body parts. In Africa, being a different person, it's like Africans that are Christians over there are fucking psychopaths. They burn people alive. And the Christian beliefs over there, they burn people alive. They chop people up. They're so superstitious in Africa. They talk about religious beliefs over there. They're really fucking. They took religion to another step. They took Christianity up another step. And it's funny how religious have corrupted culture. Corrupted culture and corrupt the way they are. Yeah, there are cannibalism, and now I realize that religious people that in the religion there are cannibalism. Especially now I realize that the multiple layers that we live, there's so much cannibalism, especially when it comes to kids. It's funny. Pedowood. I saw the video on Pedowood, and we're so influenced by Pedowood. That's why I don't watch TV. That's why I don't believe in media, because everything is related. Everything is so fucking related. It's so fucking bullshit. It's funny. Christianity want to act like it's normal. It's like it's been going underneath their fucking feet for thousands of years, and they act like it's a normal thing. And then they become in denial because it's happening right in front of their face every fucking day. It's like for me, it's like that for me too. It's like, what the fuck? Where did this come from? Now I realize that Washington D.C. big huge pedo network. Washington D.C. That's New York, Chicago, any big major city. New York, Chicago, L.A., Austin, Houston. They're all big major city, all pedophile networks. They're all created. It's worldwide pedo networks on this fucking planet. It's worldwide pedo network. And in religion, seems like, especially here in America, is like Christianity just act like they want to make it act like it's normal. They want to act like it's normal. And then when they finally realize it's right under their nose and they've been doing this for thousands of years, maybe millions of years, and they finally realize, it's like it shows you. Even their own Christian, it's like Billy Graham. Billy Graham was eating children. Big, huge Christian guy. Billy Graham. I say, whoa, when I heard that, Billy Graham, big, huge Christian. Big, huge, multi-billionaire Christian 700 Club. I think the 700 Club's part of this shit, I believe that the 700 Club's part of it. Yeah, Billy Graham is part of the network, of the pedo network. And these Christians believe in them. Okay. Have a nice day. I had to get this fucking thing off my chest. That's 1 hour. Holy cow. I'm sorry. I had to get off my chest. Thank you, everybody. Have a nice fucking day. You can You can watch the rest of my video when I'm done. 1 hour exactly. Thank you. Have a great day, Mike.